What's going on, YouTube? Right now I just got a couple tents set up in my backyard because we're supposed to have an 80% chance of thunderstorms tomorrow all day long. So really want to test these two tents out, make sure they're waterproof. One you've seen before. It is my Toplander A-Peak 2-person. So, like I said, you'll see some clips of this one that I just took out in the Badlands this past weekend. Had some, I'd say 25 to 30 mile an hour winds out there, and the thing held up beautifully. Next night though, we got out because there was 60 mile an hour winds, hail coming our way. So I figured get it up tonight, late tonight, early all day tomorrow. It's supposed to be some good rains the way it sounds, so test that, see if it's waterproof, and then I feel I can do a good review, actual review on it with the winds that I got and the rain that we're supposed to get. So that will be coming up shortly. I got my Toplander A-Peak 2-person tent. We are behind this little bluff or butte, whatever you want to call it, right over top of there. Maybe 50 yards past of the trail, so we're not too far off the trail. Good morning, everybody. About a day and a half later from when I set my tents up, we finally had a very solid rain and very strong winds to go with it. I've peeked inside of these tents last night, but we're gonna see what they look like inside now. I bet last night we got I bet 1.5 inches, close to 2 inches in a matter of hours. I mean, it came down, and some of it came down sideways. So let's see how this thing performed. Oh. Looks like we have a big puddle right there. I don't know where it was coming in at. And some more right down in that corner there. Yeah, that whole area down there. All I know is I'm glad I was not in this tent when it was leaking like that. Like I said, I haven't done anything as far as seam sealing or anything like that. These were straight out of the box. So my return window on this one is gone, so I guess that's mine. I'm going to contact the company, see what they say. But yeah, that's a crap ton of water right there. So let's see if the little bit of paper towels I brought, I mean, I know better. I won't even soak that up. I mean, the good of this tent is it held up very well in the wind in my backyard and out in the Badlands National Park in South Dakota. Is it roomy enough for 2 people? Probably not. It's going to be really tight. You could do it, but it would be super tight. What I don't like is on the foot end down here, no matter what, your feet are always touching this. Unless you're really short, and I'm not very tall. I'm 5'10", and my feet are constantly rubbing up against that. So I didn't care for that. Headroom was fine. But yeah, it's narrow, which I knew buying it, but yeah, the way this sags, there was a pull out like right here to hold everything. There was a pull out right here to hold everything. I think that would help out tremendously, but there's not, and if there was, the way this thing looks, it leaks. So the downside is this thing leaks like a sieve. So I don't recommend this tent. No recommendations on this tent. I mean, you put a seam right there. I mean, I put a seam at the very top, right there. But yeah, goes up with trekking poles. I use my rubber caps on the top. But yeah, every seam, and these held up pretty well. I would say there. These seams right here must be where it's really leaking at. So my honest review of the Toplander A-Peak 2-person tent is a fail. Even after I seam seal it, I would be worried that it's going to leak. So like I said, I'm going to contact the company and see about getting my money back. I mean, thing's not even a year old. First time set up in the rain and it leaks, so we'll see what they say. Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you on the next one.